Alrighty. Hi, everybody. We're just going to wait. Thank you for joining. So Mr. Wright is going to join us to wrap up quickly. You can always watch the replay. Thank you so much. We had a number of people join back. I want him to share a part of his story, and then we'll wrap up the session. Where is Shiju? Shiju, you need to come and tell Mr. Wright that you said you say he's British. Welcome back, Mr. Wright. We had a lot of people join back. We're going to wait a bit more for them to join. Yeah, I'm going to go. Hi, Mr. Wright. So sorry. So I came back. I had to end the video again to call you to come back. I'm sorry. So we had people going in and out of the live call. So if someone said Mr. Wright is so British in that accent, like Mr. Wright is so British. So, sir, are you related? Do you have any British bloodline? Okay. All right, sir. So quickly, I just wanted to wrap up, but I want you to wrap up with a story about moving on. We're saying about, so we wrapped up about mentorship. People can learn from your life. So I want you to say a story how mentorship has helped you, either from both ways, from a mentee angle and from you being a mentor and you being a mentee. Do you understand? How being a mentor and having mentee has been a blessing to you, and you having a mentor has been a blessing to you. And then finally, that story I told you, I always like to listen to the story of how you were able to go through. You say you've made your own mistakes and everything. How you were able to go through seasons in your life, especially in this season that we are in, where there's some sort of recalibration. How, from a personal story, how you were able to overcome a dark season and you started thriving again. So let's start with the first question. Being a mentor and being a mentee, how has that been a blessing to you?
It's been a major blessing in terms of being a mentee. Yes, let's look at the spiritual mentor-mentee relationship.
Right.
There's one a pastor who is actually younger than I am, but I see him as someone who is very unpretentious, very practical, and his wife, they act practical Christianity, and I find it very interesting. And without even calling him a mentor, we just got along. And of course, he will be telling people that this is my mentor.
Oh wow!
So it was an interesting relationship. But up till now, it still says with the person that showed me a lot of things about life and all. But he mentored me in several areas. And even the truth is, even in marriage, he did a lot, you know. So from that perspective, now there are other people I can discuss about that have been very useful in my life. I didn't usually call them a mentor. I just go to them and I just get advice. I just discuss with them, and in a way, maybe they don't feel threatened by me because they are willing to help. And there are several stages of my life. My work in the banking industry. My uncle, who I was living with at some point, he was the one that advised me on what to do regarding my degree and how relevant it would be in the banking industry. And I appreciate that. It was a major advice that really helped me. It helped me in terms of my communication skills, writing, and, business, newspapers, and all. I didn't find it funny, but he encouraged me. So I've been a beneficiary. But in terms of being a mentor, sincerely, I find the relationship very, very interesting because I see a situation where mentees grow.
Yeah.
And sometimes, in fact, you didn't ask a question before now. a mentee that has grown so fast.
Mm.
I have an example, a very clear example. He's doing the same thing as I do. I met him 12 years ago, and he was scared stiff on several things. He wasn't sure of himself. But when I saw him, I've seen him on social media now several times, I would gladly tell someone to get him on stage if I can't make it. And I will be happy. I can almost tell you that he will probably do better. He may probably do better than I would have done. It's so good, but it gives me joy.
Mm.
I mean, use the word father, my fatherly approach in the class. It's so good to see your children doing better than you are doing. It's not a competition.
Yeah.
It's not competition. You see, you've poured your life, you poured something into people, and they've taken it and they've run with it, and they are doing better than you do. I mean, I know of a pastor who, I mean, I don't want to mention the name of the church, you probably know. I understand. He doesn't want you to be the branch of this church. He just, do your own thing. I'll support you. I'll just support you. And those who don't do it, don't get me wrong, it's a different philosophy, but I like his approach. Just empower them. Let them, they want to leave you, let them go. You pray for them. You don't feel bad and they're leaving me. You are not God. So the philosophy is that I'm happy when the mentee is doing very well. Even if it appears that he's not competing with me, the sky is too big. It's so big. You can't, first of all, you can't compete with anyone in your area of strength. I mean,
wow.
Where your purpose for your life and the strength God has given you, you are unique in that area. So you cannot replace me. And that's the truth. You can't. You can't. So for someone somewhere, he would always say, Shay is the person I want. So shine. Please go on shining. It doesn't remove my own light.
Wow.
It just means that we have more light in the world of darkness.
Yeah. Wow. Thank you so much, sir, for that. That was so beautiful. Now, finally, so we can let you go. So your story about, I love stories. So this season that we are in, people going through different things. Can you just draw? What age again were you? You were the youngest MD one, right? Did I get the story right?
No, I wasn't.
Oh, sorry.
I was 38.
Sorry.
I was 38. Yes, I was young. I was 38.
Okay.
Yes, I was 38, and
all right. Okay, so
yeah.
the MD of the bank. Okay, so how did you go through dark season and just encourage people? Now we've said something is called group mentorship, right? Group, you can be mentored in a group. So now we are a group, we're online, and we're like, yo, Mr. Right, can you just encourage us? How do we go through this season? Like there's COVID, but trusting God, there's post-COVID, work, dark season, get my mind together and all of that. How do I rise again, basically? Yeah. Using a practical example, sir.
Okay. At one of the seminars we held, webinars actually, someone said something that struck me. She said she believes, it's nothing secret. The Commissioner of Education in Lagos State, Shadi Adibisayo, she's someone I'd worked with for a long time. I didn't mentor her, but she'd worked with me closely for a long time as a facilitator in our program. Anyway, she's the Commissioner of Education now. So I invited her to speak, one of the speakers, and she said, out of the ashes of COVID will arise a phoenix.
Oh, wow.
And I said, this summarizes it. Oh, the day we can recognize that in the midst of darkness, there will be light. The day we can recognize that the challenges of life do not destroy us. We can only get destroyed by our own response to these challenges. The day we can recognize that what we are going through is different from where we are going to.
Oh, wow, so good.
When we can recognize that we are not fighting this battle of life alone, that disappointments and challenges can give rise into an opportunity that will take us to the next level. That is the day we start living. The day we start living. I can give you several examples. I mean, my favorite example, you know, I was on the property. My landlord said, get out of my house. I said, what have I done wrong? What have I done? I've been paying your rent for the last 9 years. I said, get out. My wife was pregnant. But he wanted to use the house for something else. I can't remember. But don't have a discussion with me. Don't now. Anyway, I said, like, can I just, stay for a few more months? And the rest of said, get out, get out, get out. And I started complaining and complaining. I said, this is a bad situation. This is a bad situation. I kept seeing the bad. But someday, he just said, wait a minute. Why am I? It's not my property. I have to move at some point. Lord, I thank you for this man's behavior. And I know I haven't done anything wrong. So maybe you're telling me something. And I started thanking God. Cut it long story short. He pushed me. He actually pushed me from being a tenant to being a landlord. Because I was now desperate. I had to borrow. I had to do a lot of things. I was desperate. But I moved. I went to the property 2 years later. It was overgrown by weed and it was bushy. Nobody was living there.
Wow.
Now, I'm not happy it happened to him.
Yeah.
But I think he picked on the wrong person. And I'm not even saying, don't get me wrong.
Yeah, I get you, sir. Absolutely.
I prayed for him. I left with a heart of prayer for him. Because I felt really wronged. But the pain of the wrongdoing, I didn't allow it to slow me down.
Wow.
I used it as a platform for upliftment by God. So this is very practical, and I'm asking someone here.
Oh, thank you, Jesus.
Not to see COVID. Some of you will be fired from work. You will lose your jobs. But I can tell you, no, the reality.
That's reality, yeah.
But I can tell you, someone has a giant in him or her that has been lying docile, has been there for a long time, in a comfort zone. Can I tell you, move out of that comfort zone. See COVID as pushing you out of that comfort zone. Wow. It's so easy to get into a comfort zone. But, it's a basic statement. Necessity is the mother of invention. It's a very basic, generic statement. But it's still the truth of life. And that's the webinar we ran recently about 19 C's for C19. I have it written. I have the C's written out. I can send you the slides for the program.
Yeah, I could put it on a link and everybody can download. Yeah.
Yes, I can send you. But the reality is the fact that you are successful to the extent of what you believe you can. I think it was said before that said, if you think you can, you're right. And you think you cannot, you're also right. So when Obama says, yes, I can was coming from a perspective that I can do all things through Christ that strengthens me. I can do it. But it's what you believe that happens in your life. It's what you believe. Even if look at the brighter side. Some people have saved money, by the way. From starting events they have to do virtually.
Exactly.
On a lighter note. But some people actually made more money delivering.
Yeah. Wow. Okay, Mr. Wright left. We're going to add him back. I think his network was bad, but that was so good. For those that are just joining, make sure you watch the previous one. It's like the third video we are doing. Make sure you watch the previous one. I'm going to add him again. I feel like this season, this particular session is so profound. I'm going to send an invite again. This is so profound. This is so profound. Devil is a liar. We're getting this bottom. This is called what we call bottom pot blessing. Our third video. Thank you so much. I know a lot of people that joined before had gone. Yeah, we're back.
No, sorry. Let me just, I think there was a network connection here.
Yes.
I think the critical thing is, please let everyone listen to me. Know that your best is yet to come.
Yeah.
Because you have a life, there's hope.
Yeah.
But your hope will not be diminished. It cannot be diminished by your mind. You have to achieve. So you rise up today and ask, why are you why do you exist, really? Why do you exist? And how can I manage myself in time? I'm not talking of managing time. Manage yourself in time. Because when you know your purpose, what happens is that you are never discouraged. Because you know where you're going.
Wow.
You are never discouraged. So I'm asking someone here to let this encounter, what Emisi has done, to be of benefit to you. To be a day that you remember as taking you to the next level. And please, those who have made fun of you, who have, you'll be celebrated. You'll be celebrated. You are not asking to be celebrated. You are being celebrated not because you've asked for it, but because you've done what you're supposed to do with your life. So I just want to change. I want to change in someone sincerely. That's what I'm asking for. Just a change. To say, I'm starting afresh. I'm re-energized. I want to renew my mind. And I want to start afresh. I want to have a purpose for my life. And I know my purpose. I have the gifts to fulfill my purpose. And it shall be well with me.
Amen. Amen. Thank you so much, Mr. Wright. Wow, we've taken a lot of your time today. Sorry, somebody very dear to me asked a question. That's the last question I'm taking. She said, does the lack of having a mentor affect, I was like, because you don't have a mentor, does it affect your output or your productivity in life?
Well, it depends on the kind of person you are.
Wow.
There are some people who certainly are encouraged by other people. They may be extroverts. They may be the disc profile. You have what we call the dominant influencers, consensuous people, and supportive people. It depends on your personality and your makeup. So some people sincerely they can do well alone. They can study, research, and do well alone. Some people need assistance. They need encouragement. So you don't have to have a mentor. Sincerely, you don't have a mentor. But I would advise, please, for everyone, life is full of helpers.
Wow.
But they will not come to you if you feel you don't need help.
Wow.
It's sincere, you don't have to go through life fighting and struggling alone. You don't have to. You can have different kinds of people. And you have friends anyway. See, once you can have friends, you can have a mentor. You don't have to call him or her mentor. Just someone that would help you achieve your goals, someone that will advise you, someone that you admire, that has more discipline or has more than you do. Just follow the person. It could be younger than you. Let the person be your friend. Let the person be your friend. And speak to that person frequently. And those who are the opposite of mentors, because you can have opposite of mentors.
Oh, what are those?
I don't have a name for them yet. Maybe call it the mentors or the mentors. Whatever it is. There are some people who have a toxic attitude. And when you speak to them, anytime you speak to them, you feel discouraged.
Yeah. Yes.
Because they will bring out something that you have not done well. They won't emphasize what you have done well. All right, you might be the best friend they have, but they will still say, Missy, but I called you yesterday. You didn't call me back. I didn't call you back. I was not feeling well. Did you ask it's unusual for the past 2 years. We speak every day. So, but it just, and then it's high maintenance. Don't run away from them. Help them to grow up. Because they know what people are growing older, but they're not growing up.
Wow.
So the challenge is, if you have anyone that is growing up faster than he or she is growing older, I like that person. Let that person be a friend. And you can get advice from that person, guidance. You don't have to call him or her mentor. Please seek for people who can reinforce something good in you. I would advise that. You cannot run a journey of life alone. We're all social animals. No matter what the personality is, you still need people to speak with. You still need to discuss with people, sincerely.
Yeah.
I'm sure. Anyway, I'm not go there. Let's move on.
Thank you so much, sir. Mr. Wright, thank you so much for being a blessing. I bless the day I walked into that meeting and you walked into that meeting. I thank you so much for believing, supporting. I've always wondered how you. I remember times I would come to your office with a PowerPoint presentation about something in my life that now I'm even looking back, like if I walked up to me, like if I were in your shoes, will I support? I remember the day I asked you if I was normal, if I was okay, because I was just so confused, like my life was not making sense, like I didn't understand what I was about, or more like I was struggling with the identity I believe I had. I remember you said to me in 2016, you said to me, see, you need to get minimum of 4 people. You need to employ minimum of 4 people for the ideas you have. And I was looking at you like, sir, do you realize that even me, I'm looking for who will employ me or something like that? Thank you so much, Mr. Wright, for being a blessing.
It's a great pleasure. It's a great pleasure.
God bless you.
God bless you.
Thank you. All right, everybody. Thank you so much. I'll see you tomorrow. Tomorrow, we're talking about babies. Join us tomorrow. You can watch the ones we did before. Hey mama, please let me celebrate Pastor Oyinda. There is in the building. I love you, ma. God bless you. Thanks everybody that joined. See you tomorrow. We're going to be talking about babies. People are going to be sharing testimonies, how babies almost die and not die, supernatural conception, and we're just going to be talking about it. I'm praying for everyone, trusting God for the fruit of the womb. That don't worry, we got this. We're together in this, and God in His infinite mercies will bless us. God bless you guys. I'll see you tomorrow. Make sure you watch previous video of Mr. Wright. It was so powerful. God bless you all.